Hello everyone. Once a king asked his retinue to find a man who was completely happy. So they set out to the kingdom and tried to find who is the happiest man in the kingdom. They went around the entire kingdom but could not find him. Ultimately they found a man who was happy. So now I would like to ask you a question. Who according to you is a happy person? And can you define happiness? Do you think a man or a person with all the wealth in the world and the entire lot of jewelry is the happiest? No. I think we need to reconsider the definition of happiness. So let's find out what exactly is happiness in this chapter called Happy People, the second chapter from our second unit. Thank you so much. Hello everyone. Do you know that the words that we use in order to talk to ourselves, or the words that we often listen to from people around us, can actually make a lot of difference in the way we think, make choices, or the kind of attitude we carry, or the kind of decisions that we make. So it's very important that we make great conversations with ourselves. So the conversations that we make with ourselves actually impact our state of mind. So this chapter called Happy People explores various ways in which we as human beings can remain happy. So, if I were to ask you to define happiness, what would you define it as? In my previous sessions with your seniors, when I tried asking this question, I got these answers. You will definitely identify yourselves with them. So here are the answers. A few of them said bike races. Few of them said they love or they are happy when they are with friends. They're happy to dance. They are happy when they buy certain things. They're happy with jewelry. Some of them said they are happy when they get new mobile phone. So if you try to analyze their state of happiness, you will understand that happiness to them is momentary. And the minute the thing is, gifted to them, or a thing is bought, so initially before the item comes to them, they are really, really excited about getting it. The minute they have it, like again, it becomes a very normal thing for them, and then the joy doesn't sustain. So again, they look for something else to make them happy. So they are kind of dependent on the external world or the outside world to make them happy, or they're waiting for somebody to come and make them happy. You must have heard your friends, "Kal tu nahi aayi." And I was really sad. Yesterday you did not come to college and I was very sad. This weekend was boring because I could not go and have a nice time with my friends. So these all are the ones who are waiting for somebody else to add joy to their life. So you should understand that these things which are bought, or these things that are external, are the ones that give you momentary pleasure and not happiness. Some people say that maybe alcohol gives them happiness, but then that's just momentary. The minute you come back to your senses, I think again you want something else to make you happy. After a great amount of research done by psychologists, they realize that there are people around the world. There are a lot of people who are happy no matter what. Happiness is not related to money. Happiness is not related to something that can be bought. Happiness is something that people enjoy from within. You must have met a lot of people with big smile and they're happy even if they're hurt or they're sick, because they are happy from inside, because they choose to be happy. If you try to analyze, you tend to be happy because you choose to be happy. You tend to be sad because you choose to be sad. Why should another person outside, compel you to be sad or happy. So if you are dependent, or your state of mind is dependent on the others' choices or others' behavior towards you, then I don't think you can be happy for too long. The minute you are aware of your feelings and thoughts and you've decided very strongly to be happy, I don't think anybody else can actually affect your emotions. So this particular chapter called Happy People by William Ralph Inge, there is a kind of an exploration of this particular question on what makes people happy and which kind of people or what kind of people are considered to be happy people. And then he writes that some people consider that younger lot are happier. But on the other hand, there are a lot of people who say no, older lot are happier because they have lesser responsibilities and all. Referring to the endless discussion that happens on whether the state of being unmarried or married gives you happiness, religion, or any kind of other things that gives a person happiness, here he makes a famous statement that happiest people are the ones those have no particular cause for being happy. So that's how I began my session. I said that you need not have a reason to be happy. A sick person on the bed can still be happy, though he's physically unwell, though he might be hurt, though he might have physical ailments or pain, but his mental state is happy. All right. So a person filled with a sense of exuberance, a person filled with a sense of joy, a person who is filled with a sense of hope, no matter what the circumstances, no matter how many failures he or she is facing. But then if the person is hopeful of future, optimistic of future, optimistic that there is going to be something really wonderful that is going to happen, or he or she is going to plan for staying happy, I think that is a state that Ralph is talking about in this particular essay on happy people. So let's explore and also listen to a few of your seniors on what exactly they think is happiness and what makes them happy. So you can listen to your seniors and also write a paragraph about things that make you happy. So see you in the class.
Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing good. So ma'am just wanted me to record a short video on what makes me happy, and I think the key to my happiness would be traveling. That's because I get to connect with the nature, and for someone who's living a monotonous life, I think traveling is a great escape. So being a photographer, I do value memories, and that's only something which you can cherish forever, and that's, I think, the last thing you can give up before you die. So I think making memories is the most important thing in my life, and I would invest money and time in making memories rather than investing in something else. And when you travel, you come across meeting a lot of new people, and these people, they hardly know your name, they hardly know where you come from, but still you still strike a conversation with them despite of all the language barriers. You still get to connect with them. I think that's something very beautiful about traveling. And I think it's also a type of de-stress. You get to live that moment on your own, and I think that's something which broadens your perspectives. And I think it's really important for all of us to actually sit down, figure out what really makes you happy. And I think when you chase after it, I'm sure you live a life with no regrets. So that's it.
Hello everybody, my name is Darshan Patel from BCom E, which is advertising, and today I'm going to be talking about happiness. Happiness is something which we can't describe, but rather feel, like a smile or laugh. It is very simple to feel, but harder to describe. I feel like happiness comes if you accomplish something. Happiness can be different from person to person, perspective to perspective. I may feel happy about something, but you may not. My happiness lies in the hands of my friends and family. There are endless moments with my friends and family which makes me happy, be it get-togethers with cousins or a fun road trip with my friends. And going back to that, memories makes me nostalgic, and that is the true form of happiness for me. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. It's me, Kajal, here to speak on topic what exactly life to me. Life is simple, but we people make it complicated. Life is to fulfill our purpose and to accomplish our goals. I just want to share about my life. When I was in 10th, I got a very less marks. I was so sad. I used to cry a lot. When I came in my 11th, I made a covenant with myself that I'll work hard. One day I'll get a success. I used to work hard day by day. I increased my hard workness. When I came to my 12th, I got a good marks. That day I realized that yes, I can do anything. Unless we work hard, we can't achieve anything. So I just want to say that we should not stop trying. Because when we stop our trying, that day we will get on failures. So we sometimes we learn from failures. So never stop trying, because sometimes failures make it success. Thank you, ma'am.
So, hi everyone, I'm Karan from BCom Advertising 2E, and today I'm going to share about what exactly happiness means to me. So, for me, happiness means living in present. What you're doing in present, just focus on that. Don't think about past or future. Means past में ये हो गया मेरे साथ, क्यों हुआ नहीं हुआ, future में क्या होगा नहीं होगा, that doesn't matter. Just focus on your present, what you're doing. Either you are eating, reading, or doing anything, any kind of stuff. Just focus on that. You will permanently get happy. You'll permanently get happiness, I can say. And one famous person has said that happiness is a journey, not a destination. So just enjoy the journey throughout. Don't wait for the destination. Just enjoy that. So that's my opinion and my kind of happiness. Thank you.